Hochelaga, better known as Hochelaga, is an ancient ancestral place, an indigenous place. It was a city of around 5,000 people on the island, now called Montreal. I would say the island was a metropolitan trade center. The Algonquin peoples would travel down the Ottawa River. People would travel from the Innu territories up the St. Lawrence, and then there would be the various peoples of the Iroquois and language family that would converge, and that was a major trade center. In the text, Cartier documents his visit to today's Montreal Island in his accounts. Cartier was exploring the Kaniataro-Wenana St. Lawrence River and arrived on the island on October 2nd, 1535. Cartier writes of an indigenous city which he calls Hochelaga, with a population of thousands of people surrounded by a vast extent of cornfields at the base of a large mountain. There were at least 50 bark-covered longhouses in the fortified city of Hochelaga. The city was surrounded by 3 rows of wooden palisades. Cartier and his men were greeted by the city's residents at a fire near the edge of the woods where they exchanged gifts before proceeding to a welcome ceremony inside the city itself. Contrary to the strange idea that the city is lost, the Dawson site, an archaeological site uncovered in 1859 in downtown Montreal by McGill geologist William Dawson, revealed the remnants of an ancient indigenous city, including burial grounds. Even today, road workers still uncover evidence of this cool place when digging down in the downtown area south of McGill University. According to an article on hauntedmontreal.com, since remnants of the indigenous city were unearthed in 1859 on the corner of today's Metcalfe and the Maisonneuve streets, a debate has raged on among scholars of European ancestry about whether or not it is the site of the fabled lost city of Hochelaga, visited by French explorer Jacques Cartier in 1535. They also say while white historians and archaeologists have long argued about the meaning and significance of this lost, invisible city, indigenous elders and historians from the Kanen'kehaka Mohawk First Nation have a much clearer picture. Their understanding of the remnants of the ancient civilization that lurks just beneath downtown Montreal is based on thousands of years of history in their ancestral territory of Teotihuacan, after all. Hochelaga was described in the account of Jacques Cartier in 1535. However, when the French returned to the site of Hochelaga a few years later, they found it was no longer there. As it turns out, the people of the city fled south to reorganize due to epidemic diseases and warfare brought on by French colonization. In 1859, workers building houses on a street corner in Montreal unearthed remnants of skeletons, fire pits, tools, pottery, longhouse posts, as well as other evidence that an indigenous city was once located on the site. In 1860, workers near the same spot uncovered 20 indigenous skeletons and numerous stunning artifacts from the fabled lost city. During work from 2016 to 2017, a discovery was made well outside the area of the Dawson site. Archaeologists found thousands of artifacts and evidence of the lost city, including pottery. According to the Haunted Montreal article on the Dawson site in Hochelaga, based on various archaeological findings, amateur historians Ian Barrett and Robert J. Galbraith believe the lost city extended at least from University Street on the east to Mount Royal in the north, south to cornfields covering Dominion Square, and west to Fort Street, and maybe even beyond. However, due to the forces of urbanization that have disturbed so much of the original city's remnants, nobody really knows how large the lost city lying underneath downtown Montreal actually is. Despite the ample evidence of the city, there is a strange idea that the city is still undiscovered. According to former Kanen'kehaka chief Christine Zachary Diom, we've been located throughout Montreal for centuries and for actually 10,000 years, and when you walk on the island of Montreal, you're really walking on Mohawk Nation territory.